Welcome to the Money Moment on Platinum Nuggets. I am Eddie Chigozi. How did that fool overtake me? This is the kind of heading that will definitely get your attention. And I'm sure I already have your attention now. Well, this is the title of a very eye-opening article that was published recently on Kuza blog. The title actually is How Did That Fool Overtake Me? Matatu Tout versus Bank Employee. This article is so well written, I will not waste your time by paraphrasing it. Let me read it to you just as it is. How did that fool overtake me? That is the question that lingers in the minds of most people when they turn 55. They know very well that they studied hard, worked hard, and lived a generally organized life. What they really can't figure out is how that rugged-looking, unschooled tout in the street managed to build an economy 100 times better than theirs. How did that D-minus material manage to own acres and acres of real estate? Or how did that Mutumba sailor manage to build a bungalow while I'm still struggling to pay for a mortgaged 2-bedroom apartment? Well, that is the sad reality of life. Sometimes those from whom not much is expected are the ones who pull off a couple of surprise moves in life. This blog brings this into perspective. It is a life journey comparison of two people. One is a Matatu tout, the other one is a banker. One is a blue-collar worker in a field that is otherwise reserved for those who seem unambitious in life. The other one is an educated, neatly dressed white-collar professional who spends most of his time in some corner office. The only disclaimer I would like to make is that this story is not meant to demean any career. Its sole aim is to educate you on good and bad choices in life and how they influence who we become. The Matatu tout versus the banker. A Matatu tout is a career despised by many owing to the fact that it is seen as a preserve for the academically weak and unintelligent people. You only need basic cash handling skills to venture into this career, which means one can get started immediately they finish Form 4. On the other hand, a career in banking is coveted by many across the globe. In order to become a banking clerk, you need a bachelor's degree or at least advanced training in accounts, which obviously mean spending at least 3 years in post-secondary school. According to independent research by the SDE Kenya and MediaMax, on a good day, a tout in a Nairobi Matatu takes home 3,000 shillings. On a bad day, he takes 1,500 shillings. On the other hand, a spot check on banking clerks' salaries in Kenya show that most banks offer a basic salary of 30,000 Kenya shillings to 40,000 Kenya shillings to their employees. Remember that a Matatu tout can start working almost immediately after Form 4, and so by the time the banker finds a job, the tout already has 3 years of experience. The tout will have already completed his driving classes and just waiting for 2 more years to become a fully fledged PSV driver. He has by default been hardened by rubbing shoulders with the traffic police, city council askaris, and NTSA officers. So, let us see how the two manage their life and money differently. Starting life. The Matatu tout, owing to his perceived low-class standards, is comfortable renting out a house in some dark corner of Githurai 45. That costs him a paltry 3,000 Kenya shillings per month. Thanks to the nature of his job, he does not require to pay fare to and from town. The graduate banker, on the other hand, due to his perceived high-class status in society, will rent a bed-sitter in Roysambu or any other middle-income estate. That will cost him approximately 10,000 Kenya shillings per month. Unlike the tout, he has to pay for Matatu fare to and from work every morning. The fare from Roysambu to town, one way, is usually 100 Kenya shillings during peak hours. Don't forget the late-night Uber trips the banker has to take after a night out with his fellow educated friends. How they save. The Matatu tout is naturally able to save more because of his low expenses. If he is wise and disciplined, he will join a circle where he will start saving with the dream of purchasing his own Matatu. You will find him comfortably taking food in vibandas, temporary sheds, to save any extra coin he can find. His street survival instincts will have taught him that he can actually take advantage of free transport of his employer's Matatu to be collecting second-hand clothes in Gikomba. So, he starts up a small market stall in the busy Githurai market. On the other hand, the banker will be busy trying to fit into a certain lifestyle. His biggest worry will be how to upgrade from the bed-sitter in Roysambu to a one-bedroom house in Garden Estate or Ruaka. He will also be working very hard to get a loan so that he can buy a car. His goal is to particularly fit into a lifestyle worthy of a white-collar job employee. You will therefore find him busy on social media, updating his growing number of online fans on his daily escapades. As the Matatu tout builds his savings and expands his streams of income, the banking clerk gets busy financing a lifestyle. The story definitely continues, but right now I want you to focus and think about what you are learning so far. We are going to continue this story in the next episode. This is the Money Moment. I will see you next time. Have a wonderful day.